across Nigeria, we bring you news and information that will make your day. We are news. We are 24 News Radio TV.
Good evening, Nigerians. Good evening to all our amazing viewers from all over the world. You're welcome to News Updates this beautiful evening, happening live on 24 News Radio and Television. Thank you for always tuning in and joining to get the latest and the hottest news in the country. Now, the major headlines. FEC okays 2026 budget for presentation to National Assembly. Reps raise presidential campaign spending limit to 10 billion naira. Dangote Refinery offers 699 naira per litre petrol to station owners, dealers nationwide. Davido to headline AFCON 2025 kickoff concert in Morocco. Now the news in details. The Federal Executive Council (FEC) has approved the 2026 appropriation bill, clearing the way for its presentation to a joint session of the National Assembly by the President Bola Tinubu. The approval was given at the council's meeting, which was chaired by Vice President Kashim Shettima at the Presidential Villa in Abuja on Friday. With the endorsement by the FEC, the 2026 budget proposals are now ready for formal transmission to the legislature, where Tinubu is expected to present the estimates to both chambers of the National Assembly Friday afternoon. FEC okays 2026 budget for presentation to National Assembly. Reps raise presidential campaign spending limit to 10 billion naira. The House of Representatives has raised the campaign spending limit for presidential candidates from 5 billion naira to 10 billion naira as part of amendments to the Electoral Act 2022 approved by the plenary on Thursday. The decision followed by a clause-by-clause review of a report on the proposed review of the electoral law, which aimed to strengthen Nigeria's electoral process ahead of the 2027 general elections. Beyond the presidential race, lawmakers also approved higher spending ceilings for other elective offices. The maximum amount a gubernatorial candidate can spend was increased from 1 billion naira to 3 billion naira, while the cap for senatorial candidates was raised from 100 million naira to 500 million naira. For candidates contesting seats in the House of Representatives, the spending limit was reviewed upwards from 70 million naira to 250 million naira. Similarly, the ceiling for State House of Assembly candidates was increased from 30 million naira to 100 million naira. At the local government level, candidates vying for chairmanship positions will now be allowed to spend up to 100 million naira, up from the previous 30 million naira. In contrast, the campaign spending limit for councillorship candidates was doubled from 5 million naira to 10 million naira. In addition to revising expenditure limits, the House approved an increase in the maximum amount an individual or organization can donate to a candidate, raising the cap from 50 million naira to 500 million naira. The amendments were part of the broader legislative efforts to update the Electoral Act ahead of the 2027 polls. The House also approved a proposal mandating the real-time transmission of election results on Wednesday. The proposed amendments will become law once they are concurred to by the Senate and assented to by the President. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has convened a reconciliation meeting with the two rival factions of the opposition People's Democratic Party at its headquarters in Abuja. The closed-door meeting, which is currently ongoing, brings together the faction led by Tanimu Turaki San and the group backed by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Nyesom Wike, headed by Abdurrahman Mohammed. To run the meeting alongside of his National Working Committee (NWC) Secretariat officials and former Niger State Governor Babangida Aliyu. For his part, Mohammed was accompanied by members of the National Caretaker Committee, including his secretary, Senator Sam Anyang. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery has announced a new petrol supply offers to petrol stations owners and dealers across Nigeria, fixing its gantry price at 699 naira per litre and urging operators to register to benefit from the initiative. This was announced on Thursday through an official public notice issued by Dangote Petroleum Refinery, inviting petrol station owners and independent dealers nationwide to participate in the scheme. Attention, petrol station owners and dealers, register your petrol stations today to benefit from our competitive gantry price of 699 naira per litre, the refinery announced. According to the notice, the offer was not restricted to any region. This offer is available to all petrol station owners and dealers nationwide. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery also disclosed that logistics support will soon be added to the program, announcing plans to roll out free product transportation. The statement read in part, "Our free direct delivery service will commence soon." In addition to the reduced gantry price, the refinery outlined several incentives designed to ease access to products and support cash flow for dealers. These include a short-term credit arrangement and bulk purchase conditions. Additional incentives include a 10-day credit facility with a bank guarantee and a minimum order requirement of 500,000 liters, the refinery added. Industry analysts believe that this announcement could have significant implications for fuel pricing and supply stability, especially as marketers continue to adjust to Nigeria's deregulated downstream petroleum market. The Dangote Refinery, which recently commenced domestic distribution of refined petroleum products, has positioned the offer as part of its broader strategy to deepen market penetration, improve fuel availability, and reduce dependence on imported refined products. A pregnant woman who was adopted by armed bandits in Nahuche community of Zamfara State reportedly went into labor and delivered her baby while being taken into the forest, yet her captors refused to release her, deepening anguish in the community. The woman was among more than 20 women and 4 men adopted when gunmen invaded Nahuche in Bungudu local government area late at night. Residents said some of the victims were nursing mothers who were abducted with babies fastened to their backs at the time of the incident. A resident told reporters that the attackers stormed the community at about 1 a.m., moving from house to house and whisking away residents before they could raise an alarm. What has shocked us most is that one of the pregnant women gave birth on the way to the forest, the resident said. Despite her condition and the newborn baby, the bandits still took her alongside instead of allowing her return home. It shows total lack of mercy. According to the resident who spoke on the condition of anonymity, more than 20 women were taken alongside 4 men, but the exact number of babies remains unclear, as several of the adopted women were carrying infants. The latest adoption has plunged fear into the community, into mourning and fear, coming from what residents described as a brief period of relative calm. Many say they were beginning to hope the worst was over, only for the fresh attack to shatter the sense of relief. Zamfara State has become one of the epicenters of banditry in recent years, marked by mass abductions, deadly raids on villages, widespread displacement. Despite repeated military operations and security interventions, rural communities continue to bear the brunt of the violence. This is all we'll be having today on News Update. Thank you for tuning in. I am Aiba Karina Wari. See you tomorrow on this same station. Bye.
From Abuja to Lagos, Sokoto to Port Harcourt, Enugu to Ilorin, all across Nigeria, we bring you news and information that will make your day. We are news. We are 24 News Radio TV. From Abuja to Lagos, Sokoto to Port Harcourt, Enugu to Ilorin, all across Nigeria, we're bringing news and information that will make your day. We are news. We are 24 News Radio TV. From Abuja to Lagos,